Hey, happy Thursday. My name's Steven. I am live from my desk here at Jacksonville Baptist Church. There's a couple reasons I'm making this video. One is it is Thursday, and so I thought that I would share some Thursday thoughts with you. I know, kind of cheesy, but it's Thursday, so Thursday thoughts. The other one is I need to experiment with some technology for a project that I'm working on, so I chose to experiment in this way. I sit in my office every day. I'm not known for having the cleanest office in the world. I'm quite capable of messing it up on my own. But most things in my office, if I put them here, so I must say that, if I put them here, because sometimes people abandon things in my office on me, and that doesn't count, but most things in my office, if they were put here by me, have some sort of significance to me. And I recognize I don't really tell people what that is often, and so I'm going to share a few videos over the next few Thursdays, a few Thursday thoughts, to show you some of the significance of some of the things I have in my office and what they mean to me. Today, I'm starting with an easy one. It's this one right here. It's right behind me. I'm going to grab it. It's this painting right here. This painting, you can't really see it well, so I'm going to put it down. I'll show it to you differently. But that painting sits behind my desk. Here's a clearer shot of it. It sits behind my desk. It's been there for probably, I don't know, 5 years in the various different offices that I have. And this painting is actually really, really special to me. Not just on Thursdays, but every day. It was painted by a friend of mine. In fact, I actually have a video of him painting it. You won't get to watch the whole thing, but here you go. Sped up to 2 times the speed. My friend Nathan, he is a spray paint artist painting this video. And the reason that I have this painting, a few years back, I was kind of in we'll go with a hard spot in my mind. It was a season of life that was a little bit difficult. I was having a hard time sorting through the different thoughts in my head. I had just got back from an international trip with some students, and before I had left, I had pre-ordered a new album by a band that I liked. When I came back into Canada, that album started downloading the way that I had my settings on the phone, one song at a time. And the first song that downloaded was a song called Wasteland. I'm not going to play it for you because that gets into weird copyright stuff, but you can find it on YouTube. It's a song called Wasteland. It's by a band called NEEDTOBREATHE. And I love that band. I really, really do. I find their stuff very honest. And the song started, and at the time it was really reflective of the way that I felt. And it got to the chorus, and it just said, "In this wasteland where I'm living, there's a crack in the door filled with light." And I must have listened to that song on repeat non-stop when I listened to music the rest of that week, because it reminded me that in that darkness where I felt like I was hanging out, that there was some light at the end of it. There was this crack. I love that image in the door filled with light. And so I called my friend Nathan, who I said creates spray paint art paintings. And I said, "Nathan, I need you to create me a painting that has the image of light breaking through darkness." And I told him the story of the song, and I think he might have listened to it, I don't know. But I needed that image. I said, "Nathan, I want to hang this somewhere where I can see it so that I can remember what this song has kind of spoken into my life." I'm going to show you the completed painting. He's not quite done there. But if you look at this painting, as he paints it in the corner, you'll see that the sky is black. And the light is piercing through the sky in this image. And what that reminds me of, as I look at it, in that time in life when I came across this song, I felt like I was living in the darkest part of this painting, where there was no light, kind of up in the corner where it's super, super dark. And I knew there was some light breaking through, but I was having a hard time seeing it. But I needed the reminder that it was there around me, that there was beauty around me. This painting's come to mean many things for me over the years as time has gone on. It's a reminder of my friend Nathan, which is nice. It's a reminder of that, where I felt and what I felt like at the time that I requested that he create this painting, like I was living in that dark space that you can see there. But there have been times in my life that are filled with joy too, like really, really happy, joyful times in life. Times that I feel like maybe I'm sitting right on the bank of this river that you see in this painting. And it reminds me to appreciate those times and to appreciate the beauty around me. But it also reminds me that not everybody in this painting is sitting by the bank of the river. Some people might be up in those dark corners, like where I was when I asked him to paint this. Some people might feel like they're up a tree and can't get down. Some people might be drowning in the river. Doesn't matter where I am in this painting, other people's experience could be different in life, and it reminds me of that. But what I hold on to in this painting is the original purpose for which it was created. That no matter what I feel like, what wasteland, as the song that inspired it talked about, I feel like I'm living in. There is light coming through that darkness. Even when I can't see it, it's there. And so when I look at this painting, if I feel like I'm in the darkest section of this painting, I know that there's light around me even when I can't see it. I know that there's beauty around me even when I can't see it. I know that I could be sitting down here, or someone might be sitting down there on the riverbank appreciating the beauty. And I know that someday I will come out the other side of that and I'll be able to see it too. I keep this painting in my office. I keep it sitting up on the shelf where you might have seen it earlier. I keep it there so that I can have the reminder each and every day. Some days I come into my office, I never look at it. I never really see it, to be quite honest. Some days I'm just not aware of its presence. But some days, on the hard days, it's right there, right behind me. And I'll turn and I'll reflect on that. The rest of the story behind that song is that crack in the door filled with light. For me, represents my faith. It represents that no matter what darkness I'm in, that God is there, that God's at work in that situation, that God knows and cares what I'm going through. And if I look for Him, that His light will be breaking through the darkness. And I just so love and appreciate that image. So Nathan, if you haven't seen this, know that that painting still exists. It's been a lot of years since you painted for me. Know that I still love it. I still appreciate it. I still look at it a lot. It still holds the same hope that it once did for me. Thank you so much for that gift. If you're watching this video and maybe you feel like you are in a dark part of that painting, may I encourage you that there is light around us and that it can be found. For me, that light is found in the hope of a relationship with Jesus. If you're sitting here and you happen to have stumbled across this video, you're watching it, and you feel like life's going great, it's full of joy, and you're sitting by the riverbank and really enjoying it, would you remember that there's people around you that are having a different experience? Don't let that take away. Like, enjoy the joy that God's brought into your life, but keep in mind that there are others that might need a little bit of help seeing or finding the light around them. Think about them as you go through your day. Reach out to them as you're able. In this wasteland where I'm living, there's a crack in the door filled with light. The rest of the song says, and it's all that I need to get by. Sometimes just knowing that the light is there, knowing that in the darkness the light is still there even when I can't see it, is all that I need to get by. The song, if you listen to the live version, you can find it on YouTube, from an album called Rivers in a Wasteland. The song ends talking about rivers in that wasteland, the hope that comes from those rivers in a wasteland. Hence, I believe, the reason that Nathan put this image of a river along with the light coming through the darkness that I had asked him to include. I think it's getting near the end of this video of him painting it. I want you just to kind of see the tail end of it so you can appreciate it with me. As I reflect on these Thursday thoughts. Thanks for being a part of this incredibly way too long video while I experiment with some technology, as I said, for another project. And if I need to experiment again, maybe I'll pick something else in my office and tell you the story behind that. Happy Thursday. Hey!